Hello student, I am your physics mentor Nitesh Kumar and you are watching Drona Academy e-learning series. Today I am going to start the second lecture of 11th class physics. Before starting second lecture, what we discussed already in first lecture is intro of physics. What is physical quantity, what is non-physical quantity. We are dividing physical quantity in four parts, like with respect to direction, or on the basis of direction we divided on vector, scalar. On the basis of dependency we divided on fundamental and derived. Okay, and on that unit we will discuss also supplementary quantities. Okay, so now we started vector, and vector we discussed till addition of vector. Okay student, so addition of vector, again I am starting with that addition of vector because that's a very important. Okay, so today heading I am starting with the addition of vectors. Addition of vectors. Okay students, so like we having a two vector, there is a one vector, this one, and today we will discuss addition and multiplication, or you can say the product. Okay, it's looking like so like we are assuming this one is the A vector and here this one is the B vector. Now what you have to do first, you have to join their tails. So if you will join their tails, you having liberty, you can move the vector in their plane without changing their direction. So I am assuming here this one is the A vector and this one is the B vector, and now you join their tails. The smallest angle, there is two angle forming here, look at this. This one is the bigger one and this one is the smaller one. So the smaller one you have to pick, and that is the angle between these two vector. Now you can add two vector using triangle law and parallelogram laws. Okay, so look at this, what I told you on last lecture. So like if this one is the A vector and this one is the B vector, here the resultant vector you will get, that one is this. It means if you will look at this, here it's also A vector and this one is the B vector. Look at this triangle is forming, and what I told, this is the important part, that's why again I am revising this. So this one is the theta and here this one is also theta. So this one is the B, then this one is the B cos theta and this one is the B sin theta. Okay student, we already discussed this. This is along the I axis, I direction, this all are along the I cap and this one is along J cap. Okay, so now student, here the resultant vector. So how you will get, I am drawing here the magnitude triangle. It means here I am just writing the magnitude, it's a B sin theta and this one is the A plus B cos theta. From there we can write here, and this one is the resultant. So using Pythagoras you can say R equal to root under A plus B cos theta whole square plus B sin theta whole square. Is it or not? So what we can write here, this one is root under A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2 AB cos theta plus B square sin square theta. Now look at this, B square cos square theta and B square sin square theta is equal to B square, because we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. So what we can write, it's a root under A square plus B square plus 2 AB cos theta. I suppose you all know the notations and everything. So here you are getting the magnitude. There is two way of notation of magnitude. Okay, so either you can write the vector with the modulus, or if you are writing directly that's also denoting the magnitude. If you want to find the angle here, this angle with this horizontal axis alpha, so what you can write, the tan alpha equal to, look at this here, perpendicular by base, so B sin theta divided by A plus B cos theta. Is it or not? So this Using this concept you can find the angle alpha also. Okay students, so today I am going to discuss 2-3 example based on this addition of vector. Okay. And this vector topic is very important students. Okay, so now today I am going to take an example, a random example I am taking. Okay, so like here I am assuming this one is the x-axis and this one is the y-axis, our standard coordinate system. Okay, now we having a one a vector and that's making angle 20 degree with the horizontal or x-axis. Another we having a b vector and that's making, sorry, where is the duster? You can take this side also, but here I am taking like this. So this is the 110 degree angle this b vector is making with the x-axis. Now what you have to find, student, you have to find the resultant vector. This is the a b. You have to find the magnitude, by the way, magnitude of this r vector, resultant vector. Okay, and alpha angle also. Okay, so you have to find the actually resultant vector. What you will get the here resultant vector. So r you have to find. Okay. Now student, look at this. The first thing what you have to find in derivation also I told you, the first thing what you have to find, that's the concept of what you have to find, angle between two vectors. So look at this, here we having a vector and I am assuming, sorry, here I have not given you, and that magnitude of these things are given. The magnitude of a vector is 5 and magnitude of b vector assume 12. Okay students, now you have to find the resultant vector. So look at this, this one is here given a and this one is given b vector. Angle between these two is 110 minus 20, it's a 90 degree. Now which property you have to use for finding resultant? R equal to root under a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, a is what? Magnitude of a is given 5, so root under 25 plus b square 12, it's a 144 plus 2 into 5 into 12 into cos 90, 0. Oh. So if you are multiplying something with the 0, you will get the 0. So what you can write here, this one is a 169 or you can write it's a 30. So the magnitude of resultant vector you are getting, that's the 13. Okay student, now you have to find the angle also. So look at this, the resultant will be like this. This is the resultant vector here, is it or not? So resultant means how much this resultant is making angle with this x-axis. You can easily find this angle and add the 20, is it or not? So if you want to find the tan alpha, what you have to write? Tan alpha, look at this here, tan alpha, this is behaving like a perpendicular, this one is behaving like a base. So what you can write? 12 by 5. Alpha equal to what you can write? Tan inverse 12 by 5. And here if you want to calculate this angle theta, I am assuming this is the theta angle. So theta equal to what you write? Alpha plus 20 degree. So it's, you can write tan inverse 12 by 5 plus, sorry, plus 20. This is the answer. Okay, so now you got the r, magnitude of resultant vector, and also you got here the theta. Now again I am taking another example student. like one practical example I am going to take, okay, where you have to use the concept of addition of two vectors. Okay, 1 minute students, I think. Hello students, sorry, actually I am recording with my mobile phone, okay, and it was not in flight mode, तो हो सकता है किसी का कॉल आ जाए, है ना, तो बीच में डिस्टर्बेंस हो जाएगा. Okay student, so now I am going to take another example. Now in this example, like a practical example I am taking, here we having a block, okay, here we having a block or simple particle, block I am going to, you can take a block also, but here I am taking a ball. Now this ball is having freedom, this ball can move in this board, green board plane, okay. Here we having a one force F, that's the 10 Newton in this direction, horizontal direction, and another force here in this direction, and that is making angle here 60 degree with this, and this is also a 10 Newton force. Try to understand. Now you have to find the resultant force here. You have to find the resultant force on this particle. There is a particle, on that particle one force F1 you can assume in horizontal direction, and this one is the F2, and what you have to find? F net. You have to find the F net or find the magnitude of F net. You have to find the magnitude of F net. Okay student. Now if you want to find the magnitude of F net, look at this. First draw free body diagram. There is a one force in this direction, it's a 10 Newton force, another force here in this direction, and that is the 10 Newton force. And look at this, first thing what you have to do, you have to write the angles between the two forces. So if you are joining the tails of these two forces, what you are getting, first one angle is this one and another angle is this one. Which angle you have to consider, which one is the angle between these two factor is the smaller angle? This is the smaller angle, so this is the theta. And how you can find the theta? Look at this. This angle is 60 degree. It is given here. If this angle is 60, this angle is 60, then this you will get the 60. Here it's a 180 minus 60, 120 degree angle. Okay students, if it is a 120 degree angle, if you want to and now we have to add, it means the resultant force you will get in this direction, F net. It's a F net force. Now first here I am finding the F net magnitude. We know the magnitude formula, it's a square, so A is here F1, so I am writing here, and value of F1 is 10, so 10 square plus 2 into 10 into 10, and angle between these two factor is 120, so here you will write cos 120. Okay, now what we can write here, look at this, square 100 square, sorry 10 square 100 plus 100 minus 2 into 10 into 10, 200, sorry 200 cos 120 minus sin 30 degree minus 1 by 2, so what we can write, minus 1 by 2, it's one plus. So if anybody having a problem how I am writing minus 1 by 2, I suppose you all know that cos 90 plus theta, sin 90 plus theta, these things. If you don't know, please revise the trigonometry part. Here you will get the 200 plus minus, it will cut here 100 time minus 100. What you are getting? Root under 100, and this is the 10 Newton answer. So magnitude of F net force, what you are getting? 10 Newton. This is an important student. By the way, this question is asked by AIEEE in 2008. Now this says it's a IIT JEE Mains. So look at this, how IIT JEE and AIEEE is asking questions. Okay, very simple. Note down. Today I will give you the assignments based on vector. Okay students, so now the addition parts already I covered. Now look at this, how to add the two and more than two vectors. Look here, if we having a vector, this one is the B vector, this one is the C vector, okay, and here this one is the D vector. And if you want to add A plus B plus C, it means the here resultant vector you want, and that is the A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector. Okay, so you want to calculate this. How you will calculate? Look at this. This one is the A vector, and here B is inclined. Here this one is the B vector. So what you can do? You can calculate here the one resultant R1 vector. Now R1 vector with R1, this one is the R1 vector plus C vector. So add here C vector, this one is the C vector, then what you will get? R2 vector. Look at this C plus D. So I am assuming this 2 is a R2 vector. I written here R2 plus D. So now if you will add another D vector, what you will get? The resultant vector R. Okay, so here the resultant vector is what? This one. Now you understand how to add the multiple vectors step by step. First add two vectors, then add with that, then add with that, then add with that, and you will get the resultant vector. Okay, it's very simple student. Now using this you can add infinite vectors. Note down how to add multiple, heading is how to add multiple vectors. Okay, note down. Now we'll discuss how to subtract two vectors. Look at this. This one is the A vector and this one is the B vector. This is the A vector, this one is the B vector. If any vector is given, look at this. This one is a F vector, I am assuming. And you want to write the minus F, it means what you have to do? You have to take the negative of that. So this one is the minus F vector. F vector minus F vector. It means what you have to do? You have to just change, just oppose there, take a opposite direction. Simple. Reverse the direction of vector, you will get the negative vector. Okay, so we know that here A plus B, if you are writing A plus B is a resultant vector, what you are doing? You are joining their tails and applying that formula you are getting. Now you want to subtract S is A minus B. I am just drawing the diagram here. A plus B diagram is what? This one. This one is the B vector, this one is the A vector, and here it's a resultant vector. Look at this. This one is the A vector. This one is the, if you will write this one, that's a B vector. Okay, and if you will write this one, minus B vector. So here you will get the S vector and here you will get the R vector. Suppose you all understand. Okay, now S vector, it means in this case what you have to do? You have to replace B with a minus sign. Here in this case what you have to do? You have to replace B with the minus B. It means the value of S, what you will get? Root under A square plus B square, minus B you will take and take the square, then also you will get the positive sign, and minus 2AB cos theta. Simple. Okay student, I suppose you all understand how to subtract. Just you have to take the reverse, nothing else. Now I am going to discuss the product of two vectors. One more thing, before going to discuss the product of two vector, I am also taking one more example. This example is asked by the IIT JEE in 2010 or 2011. Look at this. So if we having a given mod A plus mod B is equal to mod A minus mod B, these all are vector. Now here we are taking the concept of addition as well as subtraction of vector. So look at this, A plus B is equal to A minus B, this is given, and here it is given, here A, vector A and vector B is a non-zero vector. Find so what you have to do, here it is given here A and B is a non-zero vector, find angle between A and B. Look at this, mod of A plus B, it means you have to write here the magnitude formula. The magnitude formula is R, and that is the A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta root under, and this one is the magnitude of this part is what? It's a square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. Now if you will take the square both sides, what you will get? A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Now A square AB square will cancel out this A square B square. Oh sorry, here it's a minus sign. If you will take this one this side, here it you will get 2AB, sorry, 2 plus 2 plus 2. So it will take this side. If you will take this one this side, it will be 4AB cos theta. This is actually equal to 0. Is it or not? Now A and B both are non-zero. It means this quantity will not 0. So it means you can say this can be 0. So here the cos theta is equal to 0. It means theta equal to 90 degree. Others भी होंगे, but here I am considering the smallest one. So that's you will get the 90 degree. Simply you can say the here angle is 90 degree between A and B. Okay students. I am going to upload assignments based on this. Okay, the link of assignments you will get on description. From there you have to solve the question and you can comment the answer and you can send also. I am going to give you the mail ID, there you can send your answers. Okay students, now product. Products of vector, product of vectors. Okay, so there is a two type of product. Scalar product and vector product. Okay, and this scalar product is also called dot product, and here this one is called cross product. Okay, so first I am going to discuss the dot product, then after I will discuss the cross product. Student, this dot product and cross product is very important. The addition of two vector and this dot product and cross product is very important tools for learning physics. Okay, so I'm going to start the dot product. Or you can say it's a scalar product also. छोड़ो, छोटा ही लिखते हैं. Okay, so dot product, look at this. Here we having a vector and this one is the b vector, and if you want to find the dot product, it means p, and that p equal to what you will get, dot product, no? So I am writing d. So d equal to a dot b, a dot b. Look at this. This one is the dot. Okay, it's a way of representation of dot product. It means what you are taking here, dot product. Dot product between a and b, or dot product of a vector and b vector. Look at this, how you will take. First thing what you have to do, you have to join their tails. So this one is the b vector and this one is the a vector. If you will join their tails, what you will get? The angle between two vector, theta. Okay, and here the d dot a, sorry, a dot b, whatever the d you are getting, that is the ab cos theta. A is what? Magnitude of a vector. B is what? Magnitude of b vector. And this theta is actually angle between these two vector a and b. Okay, student? Now you understand. Look at this. What is actually this one? A into b cos theta. It means the component of this vector along the a vector, component of b vector along a vector. And if it is in the same direction, you can directly multiply. Is it or not? So the meaning is clear. A vector into actually component of b vector along a vector. Simple. Okay, students. Now we'll discuss the dot products. Importance of dot product we'll discuss. Okay, first I am going to discuss it. Why? What is the importance? Actually using dot product, what we are finding? We are finding the angle between two vectors. So what you can write? Look at this here. A dot b equal to ab cos theta. So you can write cos theta equal to a vector dot b vector divided by ab. Or you can write the theta, that's the angle between two vector, is equal to cos inverse a dot b divided by ab. Okay, so using this dot product you can find the angle between two vectors. Okay, student? So this is important, and using this concept we are finding actually angle between two vectors. Generally you will get the questions, there you have to find the angle between two vectors and there you have to use this concept. Okay, student? Now I am going to discuss the dot products between the unit vectors. Okay, look at this. If I am writing here I dot I, we know that this is standard coordinate system. This one is the I direction, I cap. This direction is j cap and this direction is k cap. Now look at this. If you are taking I dot I, so we know that the magnitude of that one is a 1 into cos theta. If both are in same direction, it means theta is there 0. So what you can write here, 1 cross 1 into cos theta, theta is 0. If you will put here 0, cos 0 is 1. So what you will get? 1. Okay. So what we are getting here? I dot I is equal to 1 is equal to j dot j, also you will get the 1. K dot k is also you will get the 1. It means if you are taking the dot product of unit vector, okay, dot product of same unit vector, it means what you will get? 1. Okay. Now here I am going to take the dot product I dot j. Look at this. I is in this direction, j is in this direction. Okay. So what we can write here? 1 into 1 magnitude into cos theta. Cos theta is what? Here angle is 90 degree. It means 1 into 0, something into 0, 0. It means if you are taking a dot product with the another unit vector, what you will get? 0, because angle between them is here 0. Standard, not all unit vector. The meaning of unit vector in standard coordinate system, unit vectors means alag, here I, j, k. So if you are taking the I dot, like I am writing I dot j, j dot k, k dot I, in all case what you will get? 0. Okay, one most important thing, student, like if a vector is perpendicular to vector b vector, if a vector is perpendicular to v vector, it means cos theta you will get, the angle between two vector is 90 degree, so cos 90 is 0, so what you will get? So you will get a dot b is equal to 0, and vice versa is also true. Like if a dot b is 0, it means both vectors are perpendicular to each other, and if a dot b is 0, sorry, a and b are perpendicular, it means dot product you will get, that's a 0. Okay students, now you understand. It's commutative also. It means you can write a dot b, first property, second property I am writing, a dot b is equal to b dot a, can also write like this. Okay. Now I am going to discuss how to take the dot products of position vectors. Okay, a vector is given with their components, then how you can take the dot products. This is important, students. So look at this. Here if we having a two vector given like this, two vector, like a vector is given here x, x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, and b vector is given here x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. Okay, and if you want to take the a dot b, what you will get? If you will take a dot b, so here we can write x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap dot x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. Okay, so now what you can write? Look at this, x1 with the I cap I dot I is 1, so what you can write? x1 x2 plus x1 into y2, I dot j is associated there, it means what you will get? 0, so 0. It means whatever the dot product you will take with the another in the another direction unit, another direction, or you can say the unit vector in another direction or perpendicular, it means what you will get? The 0. Look at this. If you are doing a dot product between I and j, I and k, what you will get? 0. J and I j and k, you will get the 0. It means which quantity here you will just get in with same direction unit vectors. Like here, if you are doing dot product between I cap and I cap, the quantity associated with the I cap and I cap, you will get that j cap and j cap, k cap and k cap. Okay, and others part will be 0. So what you can write here, this one y1 y2 z1 z2, you will get this. This is the answer, and here you will get the product P, answer P. I suppose you understand. Okay student, now it means if you will, I will take the example 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap, you can easily calculate. Okay, now here also you will get the question, there you have to find the angle between two vectors. Like if anybody is telling you find the angle between A and B, how to find student angle between A and B? Look at this. We know that this concept A dot B equal to AB cos theta, or I already told you the formula of cos theta equal to A vector dot B vector divided by AB. Okay, now we already know, if you want to write the magnitude of this A vector, that is equal to root under x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square, is it or not? And if you want to write the magnitude of B vector, that you will get the x2 square plus y2 square plus z2 square, is it or not? Now we having already A, B, so if you want to write here the cos theta A dot B, we already got here A dot B is this one, so we will write here x1 x2 plus y1 y2 plus z1 z2 divided by multiplication of their magnitude. We already got the magnitude here, so multiplication of the magnitude is x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square, and here you will get it's a x2 square plus y2 square plus z2 square. This is the cos theta, and if you want to calculate the theta, the theta equal to, you will get cos inverse of this one. I suppose you all understand how to take the dot product of two vectors. Either it's a unit vector, either it's a normal vector, either it's a position vector. How to calculate the angle between the two vectors using this concept. Okay student, now I am going to discuss the cross product. And one more thing students, in this class मैं जो होमवर्क्स दूंगा वो H.C. वर्मा एक बुक है, फंडामेंट कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फिजिक्स, सॉरी नॉट फंडामेंटल ऑफ फिजिक्स, कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फिजिक्स, रिटन बाय H.C. वर्मा, भारती भवन उसे पब्लिश करता है। मुझे कोई स्पॉन्सर नहीं मिला हुआ है या कुछ भी, जनरली यहाँ मुझे जहाँ तक पता है कि भारती भवन स्पेशली कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फिजिक्स पार्ट 1 और पार्ट 2 के लिए कोई एडवर्टाइजमेंट नहीं करता है, एंड दैट बुक नॉट रिक्वायर्ड एडवर्टाइजमेंट, वो ऑलरेडी इतना फेमस है, एंड होप सो आप सबके पास होगा, नहीं है तो आप लोग खरीद लो, ठीक है, बिकॉज आई विल गिव यू द होमवर्क फ्रॉम दैट बुक, ओके, एंड आई विल ऑल्सो डिस्कस द होमवर्क हेयर इन लाइव क्लास. Okay student, so now I am going to start the cross product. Cross product. Now cross product is what? Again student, look at this. This one is the A vector and this one is the B vector. Try to understand. This one is the A vector, this one is the B vector. Again, if you want to take the cross product, what you have to do is the same thing, the same funda. You have to join their tails. आपने ज्वाइन कर लिया. नाउ यू विल गेट द हेयर थीटा एंगल बिटवीन ए एंड बी वेक्टर्स. वेरी गुड. सो ए क्रॉस बी वी आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग दिस बाय दिस. Look at this. This is called also a vector product. Why it's called the vector product? Because the resultant you are getting after this cross product is also a vector quantity. Okay. वहां पे क्या था? In previous case, whatever the product we are getting, that's a scalar. But here the product we are getting, that's a vector. Now, what you will get? This one is the AB sin theta. But here one thing, this is the magnitude part. Magnitude, where is the direction? Direction is here, n cap. This is the direction. Okay, student. So cross product is A cross B and it's AB sin theta. Now what is A here? It's the magnitude of A vector. What is B here? The magnitude of B vector. What is this theta here? The angle between two vector. But what is n here? Look at this. N is what? N is the direction of this C vector. And how we will calculate? There are two rules. One is right hand thumbs rule, ठीक है, and second one is the screw rules. हम लोग right hand rules पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है. Look at this. If this one is the A vector and this one is the B vector, so cross product you will get the C vector and that is in this direction, and this is the also called n cap direction. For calculating this, what you have to do? You have to use the right hand thumb rules, sorry, right hand rules, है ना. So look at this. Note, it's not called right hand. थोड़ा सा मैं क्या, सॉरी स्टूडेंट, मैं देखने लगा था. एक्चुअली लाइट चले जाने के बाद जो है इस रूम में अंधेरा हो जाएगा. ओके, सो सॉरी, कहाँ थे? फिर से स्टार्ट करते हैं. ये लिंक टूट जाने के बाद प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है. ओके स्टूडेंट, सो नाउ दिस वन इज द मैग्नीट्यूड एंड डायरेक्शन. ओके, now what we are discussing, this A is a what student? A is the magnitude of A vector, B is the magnitude of B vector, theta is angle between this two vector, n is what? हम लोग n के बारे में डिस्कशन कर रहे थे, सॉरी. So n is what? N is a student here the direction of this product. Okay, and how to calculate this n cap? अभी हमारा फंडा है how to calculate the n cap using right hand rule. अब ये राइट हैंड रूल कौन सा नया कॉन्सेप्ट है भाई? अभी पढ़ते हैं. मेरे पास 2 पेन होने से और अच्छे से पता पड़ता है. सॉरी. ओके, मैं अभी यहाँ पे कोई पेन और मार्कर लेके नहीं आया. मैं यही ढूंढ रहा था तभी भी शायद, है ना. तो चलो मैं डायग्राम में बनाता हूँ. नाउ ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. दिस वन इज द A vector and this one is the B vector. And if you are taking the cross product between A and B, so put your hand on A vector and curl your forefinger towards B vector. Then what you will get? The C cap direction. The thumb will represent the direction of cross product of these two. So how to calculate? And this is also a n cap. Okay, and this is a direction of cross product. So how you will get? First look at this. If I am assuming this duster is a A vector and this one is the B vector, and if we having a A vector and this one is the B vector like this, and if you want to take a cross product, put your hand on a vector and curl your finger towards the B vector. Then thumb will represent the direction of cross product of A cross B. Okay, and this is the direction of A cross B. So we can say here A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Why? Look at this again. This two vector. This one is the A, this one is the B. If I am putting my hand on A and curling towards B, what we are getting? The direction is vertically upward. But if you will put your hand on B vector and try to curl your finger towards A vector, naturally we can't curl. Okay? So what we have to do? We have to put our hand like this. Then we are able to easily curl our finger. Okay? And this is the direction of B cross A. So look at this. A cross B is upward and B cross A is downward. Okay? जनरली पेन रहने से बहुत अच्छा हो पाता है, बट राइट नाउ द पेन इज नॉट अवेलेबल हेयर. ओके, मैं लेके नहीं आया हूँ, अभी बीच में वीडियो छोड़ के गया, पेन लाने के लिए कितना टाइम बर्बाद होगा, तो आपको डस्टर से समझ में आ गया. ओके, A क्रॉस B इज नॉट इक्वल टू B क्रॉस A बिकॉज द डायरेक्शन इज अपोजिट. ओके स्टूडेंट, मैग्नीट्यूड बाय इट सेम. सो इफ यू वांट टू राइट, यू कैन राइट A क्रॉस B is equal to B cross A. Their magnitude you will get the same. Why? AB sin theta. In both case you will get, but in one case you will get in upward direction, another case you will get the downward direction. It means what we can write? We can write here A cross B is actually equal to minus of B cross A. Is it or not? A cross B is minus of B cross A will get. Okay students, I suppose you all understand how to take the cross product. बहुत हाथ गंदा हो जाता है चौक से पढ़ाने पे, इसलिए मुझे मार्कर से पढ़ाना ज़्यादा पसंद है. बट दिस इज द एक्चुअली क्लासिकल मैथमेटिक्स, यू कैन से प्योर मैथमेटिक्स. सो मैथमेटिक्स का एक प्लस पॉइंट है कि आप कितने भी मॉडर्न एरा में जाओ, कितने भी टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज़ करो, बट मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ने का मज़ा ये ब्लैक बोर्ड और चौक से ही आता है. इसलिए मैं सोचा था कि मैं आपको प्रोजेक्टर यूज़ करके, मार्कर यूज़ करके, टच पेन यूज़ करके पढ़ा सकता हूँ, लेकिन पता नहीं इस पर ज़्यादा फील लगता है, ये ज़्यादा अपनापन लगता है. हो भी सकता है इसलिए क्योंकि मैंने भी इस बोर्ड पे ही सीखा है. मेरे टीचर्स जब मैं पढ़ता था तो उस समय वो लोग वो वाइट बोर्ड पे भी नहीं पढ़ाते थे. ओके, तो इसलिए मुझे इस बोर्ड से बहुत ज़्यादा ही लगाव है और ज़्यादा मतलब अच्छा लगता है. ठीक है, अभी हम लोग, ऐसा नहीं है कि व्हाइट बोर्ड पे पढ़ाने में मज़ा नहीं आता है, बहुत मज़ा आता है और हाथ ऐसे उजले नहीं होते, है ना. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू टेक द क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट ऑफ यूनिट वेक्टर्स. लुक एट दिस, I vector, J vector and K vector. Now we will take the cross product. First I am taking the cross product I cross I. If you will take I cross I, what you will get? I vector cross I vector, 1 cross 1, because we know that A cross B equal to AB sin theta n cap. Look at this, 1 cross 1 into sin theta n cap. We'll find the value of n cap using right hand thumb rules. But look at this, 1 cross 1 sin theta. If one vector is in this direction, another is in the same direction, it means the angle between two vectors is 0. It means here this quantity is 0. 0 into something, 0. It means what you can say here, the I cross, very good, I cross I, J cross J, K cross K is equal to 0. Is it or not? Very good. Now if we will take I cross J vector, what we will get? I cross J. Look at, first I am writing 1 cross 1 into sin, here you will get the angle between I and J is 90 degree into n cap. So हम लोग का अभी n cap क्या होगा ये फाइंड करना है. Using right hand thumbs rule we can find I J, what we are getting, K cap. So here we can write 1 into 1 into 1 into K cap. This is the I cross j. So I cross j, what we are getting? K. Now I am writing j cross k. J cross k. Now look at this. I cross j, k. So now j cross k, what we are getting? I. Now we are writing I cross k. I cross k minus j. Minus j. It means from here what we can say, look at this. I j k, and it's following this circle. Now what is this circle, student? Try to understand. I j k. I cross j, if you are moving in this direction, clockwise direction, I cross j, what we are getting? K. So it means you are getting here with the positive sign. J cross k. J cross k, what you are getting? With the positive sign I. Similarly, if you are moving in anti-clockwise direction, I cross k. I cross k, you are getting minus j. In anti-clockwise, you are getting negative. So now, if you will follow this circle, you don't need to take every time cross product. Like use the right hand rule. Okay, student. Simple method. Now using this method, you can do the cross product between the two unit vectors. Is it or not? Very simple. चलो अब हम लोग कुछ पोजीशन वेक्टर्स के बीच डॉट प्रोडक्ट्स निकाल के देखते हैं. Okay, student, like we having again a vector is a x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, and the b vector is a x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. Try to understand. Now we having a vector x1 I cap plus y1 j cap plus z1 k cap, and b vector is a x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. And if you want to take the cross product a cross b, I am assuming this is the c vector we are getting. Okay, how you will take? One simple method, one by one you will take. That will be very lengthy. There is a one short trick here, student. I, j and k. This is in 12th class. Sir will explain you the determinants. So using this determinant method, you can easily calculate x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Try to understand. And using this, you can solve. How to solve this? Look at this. If we having a b, c, d, e, f, g, h, I. And if you want to solve this determinants, what you will get? First thing what you have to do, plus, minus, plus. So choose first quantity here, this one with the positive sign. So write here plus a in bracket. Now you don't need to consider this line and this one. So here what you have to EI, do the cross product with EI into HF, minus of HF. E into I minus H into F, minus of B, and here now this one and this one you have to leave. So here D into I minus G into F, G into F plus C. C equal to what you will get? Again this one leave. So here you will get the D into H minus D into H minus G into E. Okay, students. Now using this concept you can solve. Okay. Now like I am giving here the homework question. Homework question is what, student? Again one lecture I will take on this vector. Then on that lecture I am going to mainly discuss the questions based on this concept. So HW, like I am giving you, the A vector is 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap, and B vector is 1 I cap minus j cap minus k cap. Okay, and what you have to find? The C vector, and C is what? A cross B. Everyone try this question. In next lecture I am going to discuss few question based on all the concept, addition of vectors, dot products and cross product. We will discuss also some property of this cross product that we will use in our physics. Okay student, so for today now I am binding the video, and in next lecture I am going to discuss the few good question, okay, and question asked by some competitive exam in next lecture, and there I am going to also discuss a few good question of our assignments. Okay, so have a good time. Bye.